Hey guys, it's Maymay. And if you remember from Thursday's live show, I told you I was going to bring you a silverware holder for the kids' table. This is it. So here's what I'm using. I'm using every single die from this set. This is the Stitch Scallop Circle. There's 5 dies. That's what I'm using. Now, in case you don't have this die set, let me measure and tell you what size these are. Okay, so your largest circle is like 4 3/4. So if you start with that largest circle and work your way down, it'll be perfect. Now, actually, I'll show you how I got my sizes in just a second. Now, I did an orange, a red, and a yellow, so large, medium. Well, it's not large, medium, is it? So it's like largest, next size, and then I did the next size in brown and the next size in brown, and this is going to make our turkey. Now, these two, I have a circle punch and a star punch. This is going to be eyes and feet. That's all you need for the turkey itself. Let me show you what else you need real quick. Now, I'm making multiples of these. I'm making 5 of these guys, okay? These are for Shannon's children's table at her Thanksgiving. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use one piece of 12 by 12 to cut 3 of these. Now, in the description below, I'll give you the measurements for one, and that way you can work it out to whatever you're making. But because I'm going to be cutting multiples, here's where I'm going to score. I'm going to score at 7 inches. And then I'm going to score at 10.5 inches. And I'm going to do this on 2 sheets because, like I said, I'm making 5. And I can get 3 from this sheet and then 3 from the other. I probably should have made 6, but I made 5, so that's what it is. All right, so 7 and 10.5. And really, you don't have to do this 10.5 mark, but I'm going to do it because I'm going to make my paper a little sturdier. This paper is not super sturdy. I want to make it a little sturdier. All right, now we can trim. So now that we have our score marks going this way, we want to turn them this way. All right, and this is how we're going to cut. We're just going to cut at 4 inches. I didn't even have to open my trimmer. I did that out of habit. But we're going to cut down at 4 inches and get 3 of these guys from one sheet and 3 from our other sheet. In Thursday's show, these are what we made. This is one that's a solid color, and you can see this little flap right here. And then this is one we did with pattern paper, and you can watch that video. We'll link it for you in the description. This one, do you see this flap? It's cute for this, but what I'm going to use this flap for this time is for stability. And the reason is, like I said, this is not like my best cardstock, so I want to make it a little stronger. So check this out. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to fold this flap in. In my other one, I folded it out, but this is where I'm going to get a little bit of extra strength, okay? And I'm going to glue it down. You probably could edit this in any old way you want. I just thought this would be a good way to make this stronger here at the kind of the entry, and that way when the kids are pulling their silverware in and out, it won't fall apart on them. So there's that one, and then I'm just going to tuck up. And it might seem like overkill, but if Shannon is able to use this from year after year, it'll be a little stronger right there. So I'm going to do that to 5 of them. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add tape from this score mark forward. I'm just going to use sticky tape here. I feel like it will be sturdier than my art glitter glue or my Barely Art in this application, just because I can make sure I get adhesive all the way down for extra support. You know, sometimes when you're doing wet glue, you can't get it exactly where you want it. This one I know I can because it's dry. So I'm going to add tape to all 5 of these just like this, running it right to the edge and just ripping it off. That's just a little block that I'm using to cut that with. You can also do that with your ruler. So I'm going to do that to all 5. For closing this up, there's a little trick. What you want to do is peel the adhesive backer off, and then when you go to close this down, stick your ruler in here before you fold it. Here's what I mean. Take your ruler and place it right at the fold here, and then lift this bottom up. And what this will do is give you just enough space for your silverware without having the silverware tear the sides when you put it in. I'll show you what I mean. I'm going to crease this down really well on the side, or burnish it down, and then I'll show you here. See that little gap? Yep. There you go. That's what we're looking for. That way, when you're putting stuff in, it won't be so tight that it tears. All right, now for the fun part. Well, let's do a couple more things. I think this is cute. Let's round the edges. So I'm going to use my corner rounder. I don't even know that these are going to show, but I'm here. Let's do it. In the ones I did the other day, I used my stub and scallop punch, and that was cute, but I don't really feel like these will need that. So I'm going to do that to all 5. Now let's assemble a turkey. It couldn't be easier. You ready for this? You're going to take your smallest circle, your smallest brown circle, put some glue at the bottom, okay? Then you're going to overlap it on your next size brown circle, and that's going to make your turkey body. That easy, all right? We can we'll come back to this in a minute. Let's go to the feathers. Then what I did with the feathers is I added glue to the bottom half because I wanted them to be kind of loose. I feel like the kids might want to kind of, oh, look, the feathers, or move them around or something. I don't know. Rather than gluing them flat down, I just let the top be kind of loose. I lined up my scallop at the bottom, and then I just kind of made sure it was kind of centered there. So you're just stacking these up halfway at the bottom with your glue. Center them on the other one and stack it up. Super easy. Couldn't be easier. Just like that. The kids could actually make these, by the way, if you wanted to let them decorate the whole table and do the turkeys. Wouldn't that be cute? All right, let's make our turkey now. So we have our body. Here's what you do. Add 2 dots of glue. This is why the kids could totally do this. Be fun. All right, and then I'm going to use my quick stick to pick this up. You think your kids wouldn't love playing with a quick stick? Come on, this is super fun, right? Drop those there. Add another dot of glue. And I took a strip of yellow cardstock and I just cut little triangles. I didn't measure anything. I just cut these little triangles. So some of my beaks are bigger than others, but it's cute, right? I just stuck that little beak on there. Then if you turn this guy over and you add a little glue here and here, you then grab your stars, and here's what you do. You glue 2 of the feet of the stars to the back and 3 of them hang over. Do stars have feet? Rays, points. 2 of the star points get glued to the back. I had to think that one out. 3 hang over the edge. I'll flip this over in a second, you'll see, but I'm only gluing 2 of the points to the back. And then watch. Turkey feet. It's so cute. It's so cute. Okay. Then my favorite part, adding the eyeballs, which I think the kids would like this too. I just use a pen because I think it's fun. You could totally punch circles if you wanted to, but I like to do my eyes kind of close to the middle. When you do that, it gives your turkey more of a silly look, how close his eyes are in the middle, kind of like he's, like staring at you funny. I like to do that. So that's what I did there. And then I'm going to pop him up on a little bit of foam. So just have a strip of foam. You don't have to do this. Foam might be overkill, but I think it'll be cute to be popped up in the middle of his tail feathers. Then we're just going to add him here. And I let his feet hang over the bottom because I think you see him that way. If you don't, they kind of blend in with the color behind. Oh, I smeared his eyeball. I'm going to fix that. Let me find my mono sand eraser. So since I smeared his eyeball, I just went ahead and punched another one. I'm going to cover it up like this. And then I will come back and draw his little eye again. I wasn't even paying attention to letting that dry. That's a gel pen, so you definitely have to let a gel pen dry. All right, let me do his eye back again. And I'll let it dry this time. All right, let's go to the other ones that are already dry. I've done 5 already, or done 4 already. And here's what's going to happen next. Here's my little silverware holder. And this guy's going to get glued on here like this. Isn't he cute? I think he's adorable. So I'm going to put glue. I think I'll go to here. I'm going to put glue all the way across and way down the middle, but not at the top because I want to be able to put silverware in. You could sticky tape this down too if you wanted to. I'm going to let his feet hang off the bottom. I'm going to press him down like this. I'm going to hold him for a minute because I want him to get good and glued down. And then we'll see what he looks like. I kind of decided I'm going to put my glue in a T shape, and then I know it's going where I want it. So I'm going to put it here, and then I'm going to go right down the middle. And that way I know this guy is getting glued on in a good spot. Yep, that's a good idea. And then I don't have to guess with the back of the circle. And the last thing I thought about would be really cute is to take a little 1/2 inch by 3 inch strip of white cardstock, make little points in the ends like so, just little dovetails, and then make this a place card holder. If this is going to be something you're only going to use one time, I think this will be cute. If not, you might want to think about doing it in a way that you could just change it out every year. Maybe make some little slots in the turkey so you could just slide this in and out. I have the worst handwriting, but I'm going to show you as an example. So these are for Shannon's table. So I'm just going to do Noah like this. Look how bad my handwriting is. Oh my goodness. But Shannon has great handwriting, so she would do this super cute. So just do their little name. Let that dry for a second. Then I did this little wiggle to get it kind of bent up and glue that down. I'm not, because I'm going to let Shannon do these really cute. But wouldn't that be cute to put his little name there? Another thing, put a napkin, their silverware, fold up a coloring page or a puzzle with a pencil or crayon. How cute would that be, right? You know, like at a restaurant, how they do that. All right, let me show you with some silverware in it. And if you didn't want to put their silverware in here, you could literally just let this be like something to hold crayons and a little coloring page. So as I was getting ready to be done with this guy, he needed one more thing. He needs a waddle. I think they're called waddles. Didn't we discover that last time? So here's what I did. I took a little heart punch and I just punched some red hearts out. And I think this works perfect. I mean, he's not a real turkey, but he works. And if you want to do this earlier than I did, you could glue this under his beak. But look how cute this is. It's just kind of cute, kind of stuck right here on the edge of his little nose. Look, it really does the trick. I mean, you get it, right? You're like, well, he looks like a turkey. And like I was saying, if you wanted to put it under the beak, if you did it before I did it, because I didn't think about it, or if you wanted to cut this flat off, you could put it where it's kind of sticking out under the beak. But I think it works. I think the kids will get it. It looks like a turkey. You don't have to put it up as high as I put it the last time. Just play with that and see what you think. That's super cute. All right, let me put that on all of them. So there you go, guys. 5 little silverware holders. This is how I would do it, okay? You could add the napkin, the little spoon and knife, and the other thing, my mom was so good at this. You can print out a coloring sheet or a puzzle online, like a word search or whatever puzzle is appropriate for the kids' age that you have. You could stick that inside here, fold it up, put a pencil, a crayon, whatever you'd want. You could add candy if you wanted to, you name it. This would be so cute. It makes me want to sit at the kids' table. I'm going to be honest. I think it's fresh. All right, you know the deal. If you make these, I want to see them. Head to our customer gallery at maymaymadeit.com and share with us your creations. Don't forget to subscribe, and I hope you have a fantastic Thanksgiving. And until next time, bye now.